There is a war you fight every day. It doesn't happen on a battlefield, and no one will ever write about it. There are no medals, no applause, because the real war is invisible. It's the one between who you are now and who you know you could be. And every morning, before the world wakes up, that war begins again. The enemy isn't out there. It's not other people. It's not the system. The real enemy lives inside your own mind, in the voice that whispers, "You've done enough. You can rest now. You can try again tomorrow." That voice doesn't sound dangerous. It sounds reasonable, comforting, but it is the language of surrender, disguised as self-compassion. The war isn't about pushing harder. It's about waking up to that voice and choosing not to obey it. We live in an age where silence feels like suffering. People fill every quiet moment with noise, notifications, scrolling, background chatter, anything to avoid hearing themselves think. The modern battlefield isn't out there anymore. It's inside your attention. And every second you give to distraction is a bullet fired against your own focus. The strongest minds aren't the ones who know everything. They're the ones who can sit alone in silence and not look away. You will lose this war many times. You'll break promises to yourself. You'll fall back into old patterns. And guilt will try to convince you that you've lost forever. But guilt is not a verdict. It's an alarm. A signal that awareness is still alive inside you. The moment you feel guilt is the moment you still care. And that means the war isn't over. The disciplined don't win because they never fall. They win because they rise faster every time they do. Most people see discipline as restriction, but discipline is not a cage, it's a key. The undisciplined are slaves to impulse, emotion, and distraction. The disciplined move through chaos untouched. They don't need motivation. They operate from awareness. They've learned that comfort is a lie, because every time you avoid discomfort, you hand over a piece of your freedom. Discipline is the quiet rebellion against the part of you that still wants to remain asleep. Control doesn't mean cutting yourself off from emotion. It means feeling everything and still choosing who you'll be inside it. Anger, fear, doubt, they're signals, not commands. You can acknowledge the chaos without becoming it. That's the difference between those who react and those who respond. Between slaves to impulse and masters of awareness. That's the operator's state. Stillness in motion, clarity in pressure, freedom through control. The world won't understand your calm. It will mistake your awareness for coldness, your focus for obsession. But those who've never faced their own silence will always mistake presence for emptiness. The truth is, stillness terrifies people who are addicted to noise. But that's not your concern, because your purpose was never to be understood. It was to understand yourself. Every morning, the war begins again, between the noise and the silence, between weakness and awareness, between the part of you that wants control and the part that wants comfort. You won't win it once and be free. You'll win it again and again, with every act of presence, every moment of restraint, every decision made in silence. That's the war we fight when no one's watching, the one that defines who we become when the world isn't looking. Command yourself, or someone else will.